Okay, for exercise 4, we're going to focus on using the fill tool. So fill tools, it's a hatch, it's a series of hatches. And once again, you can make a series of these pre-cut if you need to be. So a fill tool, it's got a fill type or a material that categorized. So you pick the correct fill type. Then it will have a hatch for the pattern itself, and it will have a background color. So these, in order to achieve this outcome, you'll notice it's got a lot of setting up, and if you double click on this, you can go and preset all this information once again, and you can make sure that these things work on the correct layer. Okay, so that's very important to understand. All right, so in our next exercise, we'll create one of these. We're just going to work with these to show you how you can create patterns using filled regions. So a lot of the times with paving patterns, there's not a lot of time to model these things. Sometimes it's just merely a plan where you need to represent a pattern of some sort. Okay. So these also come with an outline, so each one will have an outline. So this will be cut non-structural, so that you'll see that the fill has got a thick line as well, because when we're cutting through objects, you need to represent the line work correctly. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Now, in addition, we need to array these objects in a certain pattern as well. So how do we go about doing that? Select the object, then you're going to pick a point from which you want to move it. Okay, don't use the move tool because that'll move the node. You need to use this move or drag option. Now, there's another tool. So we've got rotate, mirror. If you use the multiply tool, we can use a matrix, and we can, so I'm going to copy it in 3 directions and in 3 directions. So remember, there's an origin, so you need to add to the origin. So if I press OK, and I pick where it needs to copy from, you'll notice it's going to go in this direction first. So we need to achieve a distance between these. So if I add 1,500, we need to move this by 1,500. So 1,500. I've created the pattern that direction. And now I need to go down, so that needs to go down by 1,500 as well. So you can see, you can recreate these patterns very quickly using the correct tools. So don't waste your time trying to copy things. Okay, so these are these special tools that will allow you to do this as well. A lot of these tools also work if I select the grip here. A lot of these tools, you can do them radial. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of techniques. And once again, if you're not sure of a tool, if you hover, Archicad gives you lots of videos on how to do this correctly. Okay, so you can see pretty straightforward. This was very easy to do. So please go and measure some diagonals again. So use the dimension tool. I'm going to select this intersection and maybe this intersection over here. Double click in a direction in which you want it to measure. Okay. Okay, so go and measure those items and enter the values that you've measured. Okay, so exercise 4 is pretty straightforward.